Hello and namaste viewers, this is Gauri. I welcome you all to bordertakes.com. Today we are meeting Mr. Soumyajit Basu, who is basically from Calcutta and presently is living in Hyderabad. He is doing birding since last 1 year, so let me meet Mr. Soumyajit Basu and ask him more things about him and his birding journey. Hello sir, welcome to bordertakes.com.
Thank you, Gauri, and a good afternoon to you, rather, to the team of Bird Picks.
So sir,
Yeah,
please tell
yeah, go
something
ahead.
about yourself.
I'm basically from Calcutta. I guess you already talked about that, and but for the last almost 4.5 years, I am here in Hyderabad. Before this, I was in Bangalore for some time. My love for birding, it started around a year back, just a little, yeah, maybe over a little year back. And basically, I'm an program manager working in the IT company. And, rather than just being a bird lover, I'm, mostly into wildlife photography. Birding is mainly 80% of it. And 80% of my time on the weekends, if I'm not doing anything, I'm doing birding. So that is about it. I was not into birding. I was mainly into photography. I was learning a bit of it, and the way I started birding, you could say, is I had a extended point and shoot camera. So we used to go to places like with my parents or my friends, like places in Kerala or in Gangtok, North Sikkim. That's where you see a lot of different kind of birds. So a lot of different kind of sounds to your ear, rather. So that's how I became attracted to them. And basically, last year I started off with my birding, and I started off with buying myself a pretty big lens so that the birding could make more sense. So I bought off myself a 150-600 mm Sigma lens to start off, and well, I was looking for once I was in Hyderabad, I heard about that there are many people in Hyderabad who do a lot of birding. I was interested too. I said, okay, I have been hearing them. I have seen, some birds here and there. Never knew the names. Where I could find them. So I started searching on the net, and to my favor, the nearest place that I got from the place that I stay in Hyderabad was just 4 kilometers away. It's called the Aminpur Lake. It's a pretty big hotspot for different birds for people who do birding in Hyderabad. Most of them know this place, and they would be coming over here all the time, especially on the weekends, of course. So I started waking up in the morning early, let's say 4:30 in the morning, and then I used to head out to the Aminpur Lake with my gear, with my tripod, and to my luck, last year April, I would say April May, when I started off, it was the season for the greater flamingos, and they were there in, let's say, a group of anything around 150 plus. So that's a lot of flamingos in a, I don't say a small lake, but a pretty nice sized lake. And they're not too, deep inside. So they're pretty much near the shore, maybe 10 to 15 feet from the shore. So feeding themselves, playing around, and things that the flamingos love to do. So I'll start off with the flamingos, and they are no big birds are easy to capture rather than the small birds that you have to run around. So I targeted the flamingos first, and the other birds that I saw, I thought, they are flamingos too, because I didn't know most of the birds. Flamingos is what only I could, trace and understand. As weeks, proceeded, I understood that there were another kind of birds, which was the painted stork, which is again a migratory bird for India. They were also in a pretty big, nice group of 70 to 100. Then I came to know about the egrets. Then I came to know about the intermediate egrets, cattle egrets, and a lot of the bigger birds, I would say, not the small bush birds or the ones that we see. So my learnings, my understanding of the birds started from there. What time they come in, this is a migratory bird. So by 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning, the painted storks and the flamingos, they would fly off from the lake, they would disappear, and I have stayed entire day just to watch and understand their activity, and they would be back by again 4:30 in the evening. This is during the peak summer time. That's what they used to do. So most probably they went for searching for a shade or something during the peak time of the summer, the peak sun time. And they used to be back in the evening, and they used to be staying over there. And don't know about the night because I used to be there by 6:37, but they used to be there till that time. Starting off from Aminpur Lake, I used to go alone. Didn't knew anyone, any group or anything. I was not a part of any group or anything. I didn't have much friends over here. But the only thing is, I had internet to my escape and my to my knowledge to use to understand the different kind of birds, their habitats, their foods, what they do. And I was learning from whatever number of birds that I could see, the flamingos, the egrets, the painted storks. And that was the starting of the learning. That's how people learn, and that's how you fall in love with the birds. They're dancing, they're calling out to their mates and things that they do. Going on with that, I thought of, okay, what are the lakes do you have, or what are the places do you have for birding? So I got another lake by, again, by my luck, it was not something very far off, it was nearby. So went over there and I listed down another six, seven, birds that I haven't not seen in the Aminpool Lake. So that was new lifers for me, as we say in the birders world. Um, got those birds, listed it down. I did them when I came back home with different groups on Facebook and internet and other things. That's how the journey started. Big birds, easy to target, easy to see, easy to understand their habitats and other things, the feeding style, the way that what they do. Down the line, a few months down the line, when the summer was done and the rainy seasons, the monsoons got over, we saw the birds leaving. So flamingos, painted stock, most of them left. Now I wanted to look at the smaller birds, the other birds, because I could hear other birds chirping around when I was doing birding in the Aminpur Lake. So now I started off with the small birds, the birds that are not that easy to trace, but you can hear them. They're colorful. They are jumping and from one tree to another, one branch to another, and I kept on jumping around with them. It was a good exercise for me, I'd say. So, keeping on with that, small birds, the most common you see is the bushlarks, then you have your babblers, warblers, and then you have the Indian red-vented bulbul, which is like you see it everywhere. So those, their feeding style, what they're doing, how do the nest, or their families. Then I slowly came across that's how I was like, okay, this guy is very, very cute. So that's what grew my love for the owls. And it was a nest over there in the tree. So I used to go over there on the weekends and I used to sit and keep a watch for at least 1 to 2 hours to see if I could spot them. And yes, they used to come out. Sometimes sit on the branch and look, and then go inside again inside their nest, which is the bark of the tree. Um, Slowly I started interacting with, or rather more people started interacting with me too, like where did you find this bird, or where is it, or so that's how the interaction started with other people around the city, I would say, not the globe or not India at that point of time. And I came to know about other spots. I exchanged ideas and places, and then a couple of we formed a kind of a small friends group. We used to go here and there other places, and we saw other kinds of owls, bigger, stronger, the Indian rock eagle owl being one of them, which is very hard to spot, and you do not see them that easily because they're available in the quarries, and they are huge. They are really huge. And if they really find in the quarries, so in the rocks, so the color of them and the rock color of the rocks, they are like, they're in a perfect camouflage, but they're like shy. I don't say very shy, but they're shy. They might give you a look for some time and then they would just fly away. So, getting into the world of owls, I slowly started developing a new love for a group of birds, I would say, and that was the raptors. So, now I was looking at the city, and in the city, you see a lot of black kites, at least in Hyderabad. If I am in Bangalore, we used to see a lot of Brahmini kites. That's how things started. Now, every time I was going in a car or going to my office, coming back from office or whatever it is, I used to always keep looking at the sky and see, okay, what do I see over here? Is there a kite? Is there an eagle? Is there a raptor flying around? So they being big, it's easy to trace. It's easy to understand that there's something big is flying. And I still do that. I still look at the when I'm traveling in a car, I'll be looking at the sky to see what's flying there.
This happens with every
So
birder actually.
yes, I guess. So that's how I grew a love for raptors, and I started looking at eBird data and trying to find out where all they have seen raptors. I started going out to those places, spending hours and hours, rainy season, winter, summer, and I was lucky enough to get almost a good 10 to 15 varieties of raptors, including black eagles, booted eagles, black kites, buzzards, kites, like each and everything. So it's been a nice Bonelli's eagle. We have got owls of brownfish owls, hawk owls, spotted owls, Indian eagles owls. They're the best ones. So it's been a good journey. 1 year, I have around 300 plus species of birds that I have come across.
Absolutely.
Uh, so that is how it started. That is how it is going on. And that's one thing that I'd like to share with my friends who love birding is that you need to have a lot of patience. You can run after them. They'll not run after you. They'll run away from you. So patience. You need some skills with your gears too, to capture them. In the shots that you really want to have, the feeding, the flying off, the takeoff, or the landing. So you need to keep on practicing all those things. Along with that, the other thing that I say, gear is something that I prefer saying this for all birders. Uh, Understand how you can freeze the birds. That's the best thing to do. Next thing that I'd say is understand your gear. See what is the best that they perform at. You could be using a used lens or a new lens, 400 mm, 600 mm, a prime or a non-prime. It depends upon your budget, but you can do wonders even with a 300 mm lens. So it's not always the gear that helps you in getting great shots. It's your skills, so you have to upgrade yourself, understand how your lens perform, what is your sharp aperture for your getting the birds, what is should be your f-stop and other things. So understand and shoot. Do not disturb the birds. Let them be playful the way they are in the mother nature, and capture them the way they are. That's the best thing to do. You do not want to go into a zoo and capture it or click a bird in a nest or something like that. That doesn't help, right? So, and another thing, you have to spend a lot of time. So you have to travel, you have to spend. Last 1 year, since I have started birding, I have traveled almost all parts of Telangana, which has reported good birding hotspots. So Nalamala Forest, excuse me, Nalamala Forest. Then we have been to Amrabad Forest. We have been to Osman Sagar, Himayat Sagar, lakes in Hyderabad. All are done. Nothing is left. We go out every weekend. You have to wake up in the morning. That's the only thing that you can do, because otherwise you cannot get the birds. It's the beautiful lighting in the morning hours, or you need to go in the evening. So that's the secret about it. And raptors, like if you are a raptor lover, I'd say this one thing is, if you love raptors, you want to see raptors anywhere you go. So you'll be trying to find out. You'll be looking at the sky. Whatever you have is a beautiful bird sitting beside you. You'll be still looking at the sky and trying to find out what's there up there. Within the the raptors, Bornelli's eagle, the owls. I don't. The owls. Many people say it's not a part of the raptors, but I still consider them as a subset of raptors. Owls are the cutest one. They're the beautiful things that you can shoot, and especially their eyes. Some yellow, some orange, and it glows. So it like attracts you more to them. So That's all that I can say about the raptors. They just fly, they swoop, they come down. Some of the raptors like black kites, they hover over a place. It's like a beautiful thing to see. So learn, understand, love the nature, and that's all I can say. Along with that, try to it's the summertime all around in places like Asia and India. So try to serve water outside your balconies. Put up some feeders if you can. Here in Hyderabad, we have a group. So it's a pretty big group. It's called Hyderabad Birding Pearls (HBP), and with the help of some of our mentors and seniors, we have tried to help out and get a lot of feeders out there near the Aminpool Lake. Water is there in the lake, so we do not need the water, but feeders for the small birds are needed. So we have placed out a lot of them. We have had campaigns with the local people who doesn't understand birds. Some of them throws stones at them. We have taught them what is the reason you should not be doing that. So things has been done for the conservation also. And Aminpur has been declared as a biodiversity lake as of right now. So
That's very
that's what we have been doing. Yeah,
uh,
so that's more or less about my birding and how it started and how I'm still going on. And to my friends and my fellow birders, I'd say patience. And if you're doing birding in the summer, have a lot of water for yourself too. Do not go near the nest. Look at them from a distance, because if you go too many times or even once, they might abandon the nest. So do not disturb the birds at the nest. If you see a bird which is not able to fly, try to help them, try to call them, try calling me or the other people that you know who are into birding. And we'll be glad to help you with the ideas, information, or physically helping them out at any point of time. So that's all that I'd say.
it was wonderful to hear you, sir. Actually, I could say that I could see the joy you were when you were talking about the birds, like about owls you were saying or about raptors you were saying. But it's wonderful to see them, and actually I can feel that happiness, that joy on your face, on within your expressions. So it's very nice thing, and also I would like to appreciate you and your friends, whatever you are doing for conservation. You're educating people about how to treat birds, and also I would like to appreciate that thing, and I would like to thank on behalf of my team for the work you're doing, and congratulations, sir, because the lake has been declared as a biodiversity. Uh, if you mention your phone number or contact number, so that if anybody who needs, like you said, that if any bird is injured or not able to fly, you said contact you. So what is the contact number of you or your organization? Where should they contact?
They can just call me at my phone number, which has been mentioned, 96420 98000.
Okay, so
And yeah, they can just call me. I'm generally available till 2 o'clock in the night. So that's my time.
okay. So, viewers, you have got the number. So, this was Mr. Soumyajit Basu. He's already there to help you and the bird who is in your body. So, please take advantage of this. Save birds and save nature, because the nature is the only thing. This is the only place, Earth, where we can live. We cannot live anywhere else, and we cannot live without nature. So we have to save nature. And Basu sir, it was very nice to have a chat with you. Thank you very much.
Same
And
here.
me and my team wish you all the best for your further birding journey.
Thank you. And same to all the birders out there.
Thank you, sir. Happy birding.
Thank you. You guys have a good time. Bye bye.